When you reach a certain level, and only when you are confident with the camera, with the settings, with the basic stuff, then you can start investing in a long term with these 4 camera gear. And the last one is my biggest investment. So let's get started. Number 1, Madbox. This is a gear you can buy because it will make your rig looks more professional, but it also has practical features. The most obvious one is to eliminate the sun flare from any direction. And because of that, you will get a footage with more contrast and without any unwanted flares. It's also handy to protect your lens, or at least the front element. Because for example, when I use an ND filter, I can't put my lens cap back on it because my ND filter has no thread in the front. So you can't put back the lens cap. But if I use the Madbox, I can just close the flap and protect the lens from anything. And we are still talking about benefits. Like you can get square-shaped filters for your Madbox, and with that you will save space on your lens itself. So for example, you can make combinations like a fixed amount of ND, for example, in a square filter in the Madbox, and then on your lens you can use like unique filters like flares or mist filter for relation and everything. And yeah, the Madbox, I'm not gonna lie, it looks badass. I love the look with it, and so do my clients, because they don't know anything about cameras, but if I use the Madbox, they are like amazed, you know, how professional it is, and it's good for the business. Number 2, SD cards. I'm fairly new in the filmmaking business, but I already got issue with SD cards, and it's not because it's corrupted or broke or whatever, simply just ran out of space. Last month I was in a party to film it, and it was a long day. I was shooting with 4K 24 FPS. That's normal, nothing special, but I used the HDR PQ mode because it was a bright sunny day. I needed the most dynamic range I could get, so HDR PQ, and because of that you will record in H.265. You need space. So yeah, during the action, the recording just stopped because I used 128 gigabytes of data, and I was surprised. Never happened before, but I was prepared, and I had more with me, so I could easily just take it out and put the other one in. Yeah, but I lost just like a minute of event because of that. So my recommendation, get at least 1, but 2 or 3 or several SD cards just in case. Bigger and faster the better. Number 3, any camera for B-cam. You can use your phone, but I got my BTS camera or my B camera from Facebook Marketplace, so it was fairly cheap, and you can get decent cameras also by second-hand, so don't be afraid of that. It's an old and used GoPro Hero 8. It's not up to date. I mean, yeah, it's still okay, but it's not the latest and not the greatest, but it does the job very well. It has everything I need: wide angle, super wide angle, even linear, so it crops in a bit and I can match the GoPro footage with the camera, with the phone or something. And it's 4K 24 FPS and also 4K 60, so I can do slow motion in 4K. And if you don't need the 4K resolution, then you can go up like 120 FPS or something, or even more. So yeah, an action camera like a GoPro or your phone, even your phone, it's so convenient to have to make BTS videos, for example. You can show your audience how you work, what's your workflow, what's behind the scenes exactly. So yeah, let them be in the scene with you. It's also good for unique shots, or where you can't or won't put your camera, like under a car or something. So yeah, what I want to say is, if you can, get a small action camera, an old used GoPro. You will have so much fun with it. I do my POV BTS shots and unique shots, like go under the car or put it on my chest and you can see everything here. Pretty handy, and I love to play with it. And the last item on this list is my biggest investment, is a Wii mount battery. And before I bought this, I had and have like 2 pieces of LPE17 batteries for the Canon R10. And I have to say, it's really small, like physically, and also by performance. You can work with it for like an hour in 4K 24 FPS, even less if you shoot in 4K 60 FPS continuously, and that's all. And then you have to put on in the charger, and it takes like 2 hours to charge it fully. It's a hassle. I bought 1 extra, so I had 2, and it was not enough. So when I started working with clients and like yoga sessions and everything, I had to realize that it's not enough at all. I had to invest in something, and then I did my research and find out that we need a Wii mount battery. About the brand, you can get tons of different types, but the biggest one is the small rig. I use the CG Cine, and I recommend this. It's the best for me, and it's half of the price of the small rig. I'm not saying half small rig is bad. It's not in my budget right now. That's all. I would love to try them out, maybe in the future, but right now I use the CG Cine, and if I would need one more, then I will buy just one more from this brand. They have a new one, so yeah, CG Cine. Wii 99, by the way, so 99 watt battery. And because on the market they have like a 50 watt batteries also, and then 99, and then 250 or 225 or something, but the most common one is the Wii 99 or the 99 watt battery. It's because everyone uses that, and also you can carry it with on a plane with yourself. So yeah, that's the best option and choice you can do. Yes. And with the Wii mount battery, I can work with it for like days. I use the battery to run the R10, the wireless microphone, and the camera on top of it, and it's perfect. I got a job to film a music festival, and it was like 2 days, and I filmed 2 days in a row with 1 charge only, and by the end of the 2nd day it still has juice in it. So right, yeah, it's a truck. Okay, so yeah, the best combination I had with the Wii mount battery is when I was on handheld, fully rigged up with the battery and everything, and I just put down the camera because yeah, I need a break or we have some things to do. I just turn off the camera, and then it charges the battery inside the camera, the small LPE17 battery. And anytime when I have to change from handheld to gimbal, for example, then I can't use the Wii mount because it's too big, and yeah, I use the small battery. And then you can film with gimbal like for an hour. You are working handheld like 4 hours in a row, and then you have to put it down, and then you switch to gimbal. You still have 1 hour to film with a small battery, and it was my perfect setup. And yeah, I had no problem with shooting the film festival like for 2 days with this. If you feel like I gave you some tips, some good things, then please subscribe and hit the like button, because the support is very appreciated, and it's so nice that we are almost at 500 subscribers. Slowly, but we are going there, and thank you so much for that. I hope you learned some things after this, and I hope I gave you some ideas what to invest in. But if you are a true very beginner, then there is this video where I'm talking about the 5 most essential camera gear you have to start making good videos. See ya!